Good morning from beautiful Corolla, Outer Banks, North Carolina. I'm here this week with my family. We have 32 family members, 9 of my siblings and their extended families, nieces, nephews. Our oldest here is 25 years old, and our newest addition to the family are a set of nieces, twins to my youngest brother. So we have a house full of kids and outside beautiful sunny skies and sand and the ocean. So we're looking forward to a relaxing week. But I wanted to take a couple minutes and just talk with you a little bit about transitioning from week 1 of IELOL online to week 2. So my name's Larry Reagan. You're going to be seeing a lot more of me in the next few weeks. With my co-director Bruce Chalou, we welcome you to IELOL and thank you for the opportunity to walk with you on this leadership path. So quickly, there's a lot of great dialogue, great information going on in week 1. I would encourage you to take some time to read through it. The specifics and details are not as critical. I mean, you don't need to know everything that everybody posted, but reading through those assignments in particular, the responses to the assignments, will give you a really good idea of who else is in the room and maybe more importantly, how they see their leadership path, what that means to them, and how they respond. So there are a couple things to take note of. One is that you'll see very different perspectives at times in how people think about their responsibilities to leadership, and more importantly, how they respond. It's a very personal thing. Read through those. It's very much worth it. Some of you are able to get your interviews lined up with your senior leadership. That's wonderful. If you can do that, terrific. If not, I think the program will bring you new ideas and new questions so that when you get back to your home institution, you can also do your interviews. And I think that's proven in the past to be a very worthwhile activity for you. Chris led us in a discussion about the personal nature of leadership. Very interesting, different perspectives, different leadership books that we read and philosophies we take, but a lot of similarities. I would say more similarities in those approaches than differences, and it's worth taking some time to read through those. Quickly about week 2, there are 4 aspects I want to talk about the program. The first is this recurring theme that we're going to start with in week 2, and you're going to hear it again as we meet face to face, and that is sort of this idea of chin-up leadership, talking about moving from the operational, the detail day-to-day operations into a strategic view of the institution and how it operates and how it moves, and thinking through that transition is something that's critical. We never leave one. Matter of fact, later on in the program, we're going to use a metaphor of a bridge, and we use that because when you cross a bridge, you may leave the landmass behind, but it's still there. And so we find often in leadership discussions, we're talking about both the operational and strategic. And week 2, we start to get that transition going. We're also going to be spending a little time there talking about the changing nature of higher education. This is the context in which we find ourselves. It's critical in terms of understanding the larger environment that we have to operate in, and so that context setting is really quite critical. We'll have a lot more discussion about that aspect, I promise you, when you arrive in State College. Then there's going to be a little bit about this project called A Case of Fit. This is a case study. I'll introduce some broad concepts about the case of fit. We're not going to give you the information right now, and there's a reason for that. But at least introduce a little bit about what that'll mean to you. And then finally, we want you to begin thinking about potential project ideas for your IELOL weeks 3, 4, and 5 online. Those will occur later on in the program and once you get back to your home institution. But it's an opportunity to apply what you've learned in IELOL to your home institution and hopefully move your organization, your institution forward, and to give you an opportunity to practice your leadership abilities. So we'll encourage you to think about different kind of projects, different initiatives that you might embrace, and we'll ask you to post some of those later on this week. These are just broad ideas right now. Don't worry about getting it exactly nailed down. When you come to State College, you'll have an opportunity to refine those ideas. You may change, you may introduce new ideas, you may embellish the one you already have. So it's an opportunity, I think, to think through a little bit about the impact that you can have through IELOL. So welcome to the program. We're so excited you're here. We're very much looking forward to the experience this year. We've got a wonderful cadre of faculty members and a terrific bunch of professionals, yourself included, to be engaging in this thought process and this change of moving from the operation to strategic and being better leaders, regardless of where we sit in the organization. So enjoy week 2, and I will see you in a couple weeks in State College. Thank you.